Hi, this is Umair. I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can edit your videos with the help of this Camtasia Studio. This is one of the famous video editing tool. There are other tools as well, like I have Adobe Premiere Pro. That is a kind of more professional and more difficult tool as compared to this Camtasia. It is very lightweight, very easy to use. So I have opened my Camtasia Studio on my system and I have the timeline at the bottom, and this is where I can bring up my files, my audio files, my video files. On the top right side I have the view area. When we edit something and we want to see the output, we can see in this output area. Alright, so first I'll be talking about the timelines, that how we can work with timelines, how to crop the videos, how to modify videos, how to work with the audio and the visual effects inside the video. So in the timeline we need to bring up our video files. So I will go to the top. On the top right corner you can see there is a record screen option. If you click on it, we can record the screen, but this is not the part of this tutorial because I want to show you that if you have a saved video file in your system and you want to edit that video, how you can do it. Okay, a recording screen is not really difficult. So I'll click on import media. So I'll click on 2. All right, and I will press Control and click on 2 of the audio file, and I'll click open. And both of these files will be opened in my clip bin right here. Alright, in the audio section and in the video section. So in order to bring this one right here in my timeline, I can just click on it and drag and leave right here just after this track 1 label. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it. So it's gonna load that video file. You can see there is a white kind of frequency. You need to let it load before doing anything else. Okay, so it's been loaded, and if I want to see it more closely, I can press Control and scroll my button on the mouse, and I can see all the frequencies so closely, and I can just click and drag it to the left side. Okay, and I have bring up my video file in this timeline, and if I want to bring up another video file, I can do it as well. But before that, I just want to edit this video file. So what I do personally is when I record my videos, I want to remove first 2-3 seconds of my video. Alright, so I'll press Control and I will just zoom in right here. So I want to, this is my handler. Okay, and this will control that where our video is being started and where we want to end our video. So I will just click on it and drag it right here. I want my video to start from this point onward. Okay, and I want to cut this video from this point back to the left side. Okay, and I will bring this handler right here. Okay, and I can just remove this particular part of this video, and I can click on this greenish icon and I can drag it on the left side. But before that, I have another audio file right here. The purpose of showing this example to you is because you might have audio file separately of the video file, because in my case I recorded this video in a noisy place and I needed to edit the audio and remove the noise from my video with the help of Adobe Audition. So after removing the noise, I saved that audio file in my MP3, and this video file is having my sound as well, but I don't want to record that default sound of my video to be exported and uploaded on the YouTube or any other website. Okay, instead I want to use that MP3 file that I have exported from my Adobe Audition. So first I will need to remove the default audio sound from my actual video. Alright, so I will make sure you select the whole video. If I press Control and zoom out, I have this whole video. I'll right click right here and there is an option separate video and audio. I'll click on it. So this is the video timeline bar, and on the track 2 we have the audio bar. Okay, so I need to first click on this one only, the audio file. Okay, and the bluish color shows that the only audio file is being selected. Then I'll press delete button of my keyboard, so it will gone. Now there is no audio sound in my video. Okay, and then I will bring this audio file right here on the track 2 bar. Okay, it's gonna load my audio. Let it be loaded. Okay, so it has been loaded. All right, I'll zoom in and I can drag it right here back to the on the left side, and I'll zoom it further. All right, and now I can remove this particular part of this video. I needed to set up all these things before and bring up my audio file because I want my voice to match with what I'm doing on while recording my screen. Okay, so I will just click on this greenish icon and I will click on this cut button. You can see that the clip that was selected have been deleted from my video file as well as from my audio file, and when I will export this video, that part will not be shown. Okay, so we have deleted our particular part from our video. Now there are other things. If you want to add our anchor points or make our video splitted, I can just bring this handler anywhere on my video and I can click on it right here. Alright, so you can see that the forwarded this video file have been separated audio file. Okay, and this audio file has been separated. The purpose of doing this is because if you want to bring another sound in between these two, we can just split the file, and that particular part we can bring that thing in between these two. Alright, so I'll press Ctrl Z and press Ctrl Z again to join both the part of my audio file again. Okay, so now I can also copy my any particular part of my video. Right now my whole audio file is being selected. Let's split this one. You can see the bluish part have been splitted, not the video file. Okay, so anything that is selected that has a blue color will be affected with these actions. All right, so let's say I want to copy this particular part and paste it again just after this particular part of my video. So I will just can right click and copy this one, or I can just click on this icon. Okay, so I'll click on this icon and I will just drag this handler anywhere where I want to paste that particular copied portion of my file, and I can just right click right here and I'll paste it. Alright, it has been pasted at the top of this audio file because there wasn't enough space in between. I can just drag it right here, and then after that I can bring it down. Okay, so we have selected this particular part and I have just splitted both the parts, and I have copied this one and pasted it just after this audio file. Okay, so this is how we can cut any particular part and copy and paste that particular part anywhere in our timeline. All right, so let's check it out. If I click on right here, click on play, so our video have been started with the sound and this particular frequency says high, so high will be played 2 times because I have copied this part. I can just Ctrl Z to bring this thing back. I will just press Ctrl Z again and again. So our audio file have been combined again. If I want to edit my audio, I can also do that. If I have the video and audio combined, I can just select my video, okay, or I can only select my audio file, and I will right click on it and I'll click on edit audio, and I want to increase the volume. Okay, and I can just let my Camtasia Studio to automatically increase the volume or decrease the volume, or there can be a custom settings. I want to increase the ratio, threshold, or a grain. So I don't want to do it actually because while recording my videos I want to set up my settings for the volume of my video. But if we don't have the increased volume video, I can also do it right here. sometimes I just click on medium volume variation, or I don't just select this checkbox of enable volume leveling. Instead, if I want to increase the volume, I can just click on these buttons, volume up, and volume is being increased. As much as I will click on this button, the volume will be increased. Okay, and I can also fade in and fade out my voice, and you can check out yourself that how you feel while fading in and fading out. I never feel like I should use these two fade in and fade out options. Okay, and I can also remove the noise inside my Camtasia. Right here I can click on this enable noise removal, and it's gonna remove the noise. It doesn't work so perfectly, that's why I use Adobe Audition. That has a lot of and bunch of options, but if you have a little bit noise in your background in your video, you can also use the Camtasia tool of enable noise removal. And I have some advanced options of removing noise, remove clipping if you click on the mouse, or remove click sensitivity. You can also do all these settings. All right, I don't want to remove the click of my mouse, so I'll leave it as it is, and I will just decrease it to 5. All right, and I will click on auto noise training. Okay, it's gonna process my audio file because that is being selected in my timeline, and it's gonna apply this auto noise training, and it's gonna process it and remove the noise as much as this tool can. All right, so that was pretty much it for the audio settings of my video. And if I right click on it, we have some other options as well. if I want to increase the speed of my video, okay, and I'll click on clip speed. Right now it's 100%, the default is 100%. If I want to increase the speed, right now I have the size of my video 8 minutes 55 seconds and 26 milliseconds, and new duration is the same. If I click on the up arrow, new duration will be decreased because the speed is being increased and the new duration will be decreased. So I can also increase this one. Alright, it doesn't work perfectly for me. It changed my voice. Nobody recognizes if I'm speaking or not, so I don't use this particular tool in Camtasia. Instead I use Adobe Premiere Pro for increasing or decreasing the speed of my video. So I'll bring it back to 100%. Okay, and if I want to remove or make the volume of my video to 0%, I can click on this one, and I'll leave it as it because I want to listen my voice, and I'll click on this cancel button. Alright, so you have seen that how you can cut any particular part of your video. If I want to edit the only video file, I can just click on it and select it right here, and if I want to edit my audio file, I can click on it. If I have bunch of parts of audio like I did, let's say that I want to select both of these files, I can do it. I can just click right here and I can just drag anywhere which I want to select. Okay, and let's click on it to split both the things apart, and I will just select these two and drag it on the right side, and I will press Control and use the scroll wheel of my mouse. Alright, and right now if I select these two and zoom in, you can see these two are not being selected. So anything that I will apply, any settings on this particular part will not be affected on these two parts of my timeline portions. Alright, so make sure if you want to apply the sound leveling, noise leveling thing, you must select each and everything. In my case, I have the 10 to 12 parts of my videos in my timeline, and I need to zoom in and zoom out to ensure that all the parts of my videos have been selected inside my timeline. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now I need to talk about further things, like I have the library, callouts, zoom in, how to add animations in video, how to set the size and the resolution of my video. So let's talk about that. On the top right corner I have this area to be shown as my edited video, alright, whether it's audio or video. Before that, let's press Ctrl Z to bring this thing back. Now let's talk about this tab. If we click on this, we can set the resolution. I mainly select 920 by 1080. I use it for YouTube videos and Udemy course as well that I have just created a week ago, and YouTube basically recommends you to use 1280 by 720, but you might have other requirements, and I would recommend you, if you want good quality, good resolution video to be exported from this Camtasia, just select the 920 by 1028, and I'll keep the aspect ratio by clicking on this checkbox, and I'll click OK. And I can also change the zoom from here, but I'll go with the 25% here. Now let's talk about editing the areas of my video. What if I don't want to show this taskbar in my video? That is the taskbar of my Windows operating system. Okay, and if I click right here, you can see there are some editing icons, the anchor points around my canvas. And what I will do is I'll just click on this and I will drag it right here. Everything that goes down of the blackish area will not be shown in my exported video. So I will just bring the blackish area out of my canvas. Alright, so that's gone. Now this will not be shown in my exported video. And the same thing we can do it from the left side and from the right side. Alright, make sure you don't bring this thing in between this canvas, because while exporting this will be the blackish area in our video. Alright, so this is how you can include or exclude any particular part of your video. Now I want to let's say I want to remove few parts of my video in between these clips. Right now you can see that I haven't spoken anything from here to here, but might have shown something in the video. If I have wasted this particular part from the video, and I can just bring this handle right here, and I can use this reddish icon and I can drag it right here. Okay, and I can just click on this cut button, and it's going to remove that particular part from my video and from my audio clip as well. Alright, so I'll press Ctrl Z to bring this thing back, and I'll double click right here in this grayish icon, and it's gonna reset its position. Okay, and I have just pressed Ctrl Z because I have shown something in my video. I might not have been spoken anything, but I have shown something right here. So let's see if I need to cut anything else. I can do it right here, but before that, let's bring up another video from here, and I'll click on import media and click on these two files, and I will first bring up the first file. Alright, it has been loaded already, and I want to remove, because I have the audio file of this video file, I want to remove the default audio from this video. So I'll right click on it and click on separate video and audio. So this is my audio, and I will press delete after selecting this one, and I will bring up my this is the first one, so I'll bring up my first one. Alright, it's gonna load up, let it load before editing anything to it. Alright, so let's zoom in by pressing Ctrl and scroll wheel. Let's bring it to forward, and let's join both the things. Let's zoom in more. It's creating problem because I have the handler right there. Okay, so now I want to remove the few seconds from this video, because I haven't spoken anything from the start of this video. I want to bring this one right here, and I will bring it back. Okay, and you might not have the audio files, but the same thing you can do with your video files with the one clip. Alright, you don't need to have a separate audio file. I'm just giving you an example, but in case if you have the audio file, you can do it right here, and I'll select both of these things. Let me make sure if we haven't missed anything from the end, and I'm gonna bring it back and join both the things. Alright, and from the end of this video you can see that I haven't spoken anything. Let's click on it. So but before deleting this particular part, I want to see that if I have shown something, it might be the case that I haven't spoken, but I might have shown something. So I'm not speaking up right here, not showing anything inside it. So that's good if I delete this particular part from my audio and the video. All right, so I'll bring my handler right here and drag it right here and click on this cut button to delete anything that is useless. All right, and sometimes I need to hold the things in between to delete the different parts from this timeline. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it. Now I want to increase the volume of my audio. Alright, so I'll just click this one and press Control and click this one to select my audio clips from here, not the video file. Okay, so I'll right click on it, edit audio, and I will click on this volume up 2 times and it's gonna increase my volume. Alright, so let's click anywhere right here to remove that tab. Click on clip bin to bring up my files on the audio and the video section. Alright, so that's been done. Now let's add a few effects inside it, but before that you can see that right here in my first 2 clips of my audio and the video, I brought up my taskbar at the bottom, but if I just drag it right here, I didn't do this. Alright, but I would recommend you to edit your videos, add the effect, add the animation, and at the end of editing you need to increase or decrease the audio or change the resolution. Alright, because it needs to be affected on the whole video. Alright, so I'll click on it and I will just bring it down for the second part. Alright, and now if I just move it around to verify that if my resolution have been set for the whole video or not. Alright, so now let's talk about these options right here. Alright, right now we just use the clip bin in which we show the files. So let's click on this library. In the library, Camtasia is filled up with different callouts, animated callouts with different sounds and musics that we can use in our videos. Alright, without any copyright issue. Let's say I want to, let's click on this one, and this music have different versions. It has a short version, medium, up to the full song. So let's bring up full song, click on it and drag it right here, and it's gonna load up. Alright, and it's gonna show up with the video, audio, and at the same time this sound is gonna show up. Mostly this is the background sound, and we don't want the background sound to be as loud as the sound or volume of the speaker. Alright, in my case we speak. Alright, so I'll right click on it, edit audio, and I'm going to click on the volume down 10 to 15 times because I want this sound to be as low as much, because it shouldn't be affected with my own voice. Alright, so if I click on it, I don't want to bring this right here because it will change the lyrics of this sound. Alright, instead I want to copy this one and paste it after that again and again if I want to play this sound again and again, and if I want to load the same sound, I should find a sound that has a length of 20 minutes. Alright, if I don't have, then I can copy and paste it again and again after that. So this is how I can add and use this library and use this multiple sounds. And after that I have different themes for my videos. Let's say that I have this animated tile theme. Alright, And if I want this theme to be shown at the start of my video, I have this call out arrow theme at the start. If I want to show my name or the title of my video, let's use this call out arrow one. I'll click on it and drag it at the start of my at this track 3 bar. Alright, so let's zoom in. This is where I have shown up this call out. Let's play it and see that if that call out is shown up. So you can see that along with the video and the audio of what I'm speaking, I have the call out shown up right here, and I can just move it towards right side if I want to show it at this position. Alright, and I can increase its size as well. Alright, and if I double click on it, it's gonna show up this window, and in here I can change the text. Alright, I'll come back to this call out later. Let's click on library again. So this way I can use any call out from here, have different animations and different other things as well. Alright, I can use the call out at the start of my video, in between the video, or at the end of my video with different sounds and effects. Alright, it's up to you how you use these things. Okay, so now let's come back to our call outs. It has bunch of options right here. Alright, let's click right here to activate all these options. In this empty canvas area, I have this blur icon. If I want to blur any particular part of my video, let's say that I want to blur this right area, the related videos for my video. Alright, I'll click on this one. Alright, and I have this window right here, and I will just drag it anywhere where I want. Alright, and I will just bring it down right here. Alright, so I've blurred this particular part of my video, but this will only be shown from this point to this point. Alright, so if I just drag my handler before this particular thing, it's gone, and I want to show this particular point when I will show this YouTube website. Alright, I just want to show this one right here, so that's why I have just, so let's see that where I'm showing this YouTube from here. Alright, so I'll just bring it right here, and now I need to see where I will end my and close my YouTube website. So I'll just drag my handler towards the right side. Alright, so let's drag it and up till here. Alright, so I'll just click on it and just increase its length up to here. So as long as I'll play and show this YouTube website, that thing will be shown up at this place. Alright, so I have other options as well. I can use different arrows, I can use different shapes, I can use text. So let's add a text right here. I'll click on text, and you can see that there is a text right here. It has changed up with the text. Let's press Ctrl Z to the blur. Alright, and I will bring it back right here. Alright, and I'll click on the empty area in my timeline to deselect all the pre-selected parts of my video or any other settings. Alright, now I'll click on this text. So that text will be separately added where I'm starting this handler. Alright, so let's zoom in, and it has a white color, it's not being shown up, so let's change it to black color. Alright, and right here it has a size of 100. Let's make it 18. But before that I need to write something. Let's select this one, press Ctrl A, and select all the text that was previously written. Now I can decrease the size, and I can write anything inside it. Let's say hello YouTube. Alright, it's white color. Let's select it and change it to black. So you can see that text has been shown right here. So let's select this one or press Ctrl A, and I'm gonna increase its size to 28. Let's change it to 48 or 72. All right, so that text has been shown up at this particular point. Okay, and if I just drag my handler towards left side, it's gone. If I drag my handler right here, it's been shown up. So this is how we can show our text in our videos. Now let's talk about zoom in part from our Camtasia. Let's say that I want to show the title what I'm writing in my YouTube while recording my video. Alright, so let's click on zoom in. I have this one right here and I have the title from here. So let's drag it right here. Okay, so whenever this particular part of my video will be shown up, this zoom in thing will work. All right, so this is where I am using this zoom in thing. Okay, so let's bring our handler here so you can see that it's not zoomed in. Let's bring it right here. It's zoomed in and I'm gonna bring it to the forward, so you can see that it's still zoomed in. Okay, so when it will bring out from here, when I'm done while writing my title, I can increase its size back to the normal. Alright, and I can also do it by clicking on it and changing its style from here, changing its canvas size. Alright, so now if I bring my handler right here, and when we will reach up till here, it's gonna zoom in, and when we will click on it and will come out of it, it's gonna zoom out again. Alright, you need to do it two things while zoom in and zoom out. Alright, so that's been done. We have the audio thing here. It's the same as right clicking on it and edit audio. I've already explained what it's all about. Alright, so let's see that I want to add a transition when we will end up with a one video, and I want to show a transition. Let's click on the transition, and I'm gonna click on this. First I will double click it to see its effect, and I will drag this one in between these two videos. Alright, I'm just showing you for an example, but it doesn't create a good impression for the viewers. I want my viewers to see this video without any conflict in between. Alright, it only works where I want to navigate from my YouTube website to any slide. I want to show a slide, then I will show an animation, then show a slide again. If I just moving up in the same video in the same website, it doesn't create a good impression if I show the animation. So let's zoom in, and here is my animation, the transition. So let's bring my handler right here. I'm gonna play my video and see if that transition works or not. Alright, so let's let it be right here. So you can see that there was a transition before playing the next slide, the next part of my video. So the same way, we can't add the transition where there is no splitter. If I want to add a transition right here, I need to add a splitter in between, and after that I can bring up this transition inside it. Alright, so let's drag it towards left side, and now let's see if that transition working or not. So you can see there was a transition. Okay, so I've added a splitter and added the transition from here. So there are a few things left in this video. We have our cursor effect. Now a few options only works while recording the screen, but I want to show you we have a visual properties right here. So let's click on visual properties, but I want to apply the visual property to my, let's say I want to show up to my text. Okay, so this is Actually it's on the top, so let's bring it back. This is my text, so I need to select this one if I want to apply the visual effects on it. So this is the visual properties, and I need to bring my handler right here, okay, to see the hello YouTube text. Now I can scale this text right here. I can change the opacity of my text. If I just bring it back, you can see that the opacity have been decreased. I can change its rotation from here. You can see that is being rotated. I can change its position. I can add a drop shadow on the text. I can change the color of my text. I can add the border to my text area. Alright, so these are some limited options in Camtasia for the visual effects, but in the normal editing mode, while if we want to upload on YouTube or any other website, then these are enough options for you to work with. Alright, so I think all these options are done and you have got the idea how to work with these options and how to work with the timeline. Alright, so I think that everything have been edited. Now one thing that I also want to delete some part from the part 2 of my video. Alright, so I will just click right here. Alright, because I have listened this video, I just don't really spoke anything inside this part, so I will just drag it up till here. Alright, and I will click on this cut button, so it's gonna remove that particular part from my video, from that portion. Okay, so that's been done, and now I think that is completely edited. If you have need to add more effects, you can use callouts, zoom in, libraries, sounds, and much more things. Now the last but the most important thing I want to show you is how you can export this edited video. So I'll click on this arrow icon and I can click on produce and share. Alright, and from here, rather than clicking on MP4 only or other share on YouTube, I need to click on custom production settings and I'll click on next. Alright, I'll go with the MP4. If you want GIF or any other things, you can click on these things as well. So let's click on next. Now from here we can change the setting for our video. Alright, and you can see that I have set the video size 920 by 180. I can also change it from here, and this is where I need to talk a bit. I have set out the frame rate to 15 and the keyframe to 5. It is not a default, I have changed it myself. Alright, because it create problem. Earlier it was a bit lower value and it was not a good quality video when I was creating my Udemy course. So I increased this to 15 and keyframe should be 5 seconds. You can increase it as well. Alright, another thing is bitrate and the quality. I have before that the default quality was I think 20 or 25%. I changed it to 100, and the bitrate I bring it to the right side. Okay, and other things are the default things. I left it as it is, and in the audio setting I changed it to 64. Earlier it was 56, so I changed it to 64, and the options, these are the fine things. Okay, so now let's click on next and click on next. Okay, and I need to choose the folder for my destination, and I need to choose the title for my video, which I can change it later as well. Alright, let's bring it ABC, and I will just click on desktop and I will save and I will click on finish. Okay, so it's gonna take some time based on the quality video you are producing or exporting or the size of video you are exporting.